last week catching up with you guys?
The last week? Yeah. I mean, look, we're one part of us is just glad to get this week over with, you know, traveling across the country 4 and 5 nights, time zones, late games, early games, all that stuff. You know, I felt for our guys a little bit trying to get some juice tonight, and you know, we didn't play well, and that's definitely part of it. Those guys played very well. I thought they made shots. They're a pack the paint team. We didn't have we had a bunch of shooters out of the lineup, and it was tough. But we scrapped and clawed, got it back to I think 8, if I'm not mistaken, 6 or 8. But you could just traveling, playing.
So many different stretches in the league. How would you sum up these last 8 days?
I can remember the last 5 right now. I don't. It's been a journey, literally. So this is what we're dealing with. We're in a pandemic. We missed some games. We threw a cross country back to back in and then come back to a 10 o'clock game in Chicago and fly back to Brooklyn. And that's just the way it is. Like, no one's going to feel sorry for us. And we recognize what it is. We're glad to get it behind us. And we're fortunate we won 2 of the games. And so we have maybe our best performance of the year during the stretch as well. So lots to build on. We got some rest tonight for some guys that have played a ton of minutes. And we got some reps and some opportunities for younger guys to continue to develop and see. It's a good lesson for the young guys. Some of them had a great outing last night in Chicago, and then tonight a little more flat. No, understandable. You get home at 5:30 in the morning, you might be a little flat, but it's good for those guys to kind of cut their teeth on what this league's about and how difficult it can be at times. So overall, a good week, lots for us to build on, and just a disappointing game tonight.
As you said, got the depths down from 22 to 8. What did you kind of see during that stretch, and what did you like about the guys coming back there?
Yeah, we junked up the game a little bit, went box and 1, and were able to kind of, I think, throw them out of their rhythm a little bit and get out and run and make some plays. Just the willingness, though, with heavy legs and fatigue to kind of try to play and figure some things out and scrap and create some turnovers or to force some missed shots. So, during that stretch, I thought was great. It gave us a little lift and a boost, but we obviously couldn't close the deficit. And like I said, it's just great experience for a lot of our young guys to get more and more minutes.
Steve, two-part question. What do you're 11-11 at home now. I know tonight was a weird circumstance, but what do you attribute that to, number one? And then number 2, you're also at the halfway point of the season. So how do you evaluate where you're at right now?
Yeah, it's a strange one, the home stuff, and not only for us, I couldn't answer it, but I know that we're not the only team. I think it's going around the league a little bit where teams are good teams in particular are having, less impressive records at home than on the road. So I don't really know why that is. As far as the halfway point, obviously we've had a tough stretch lately. When we came back and kind of had everyone back from COVID, I would have said we were having a great season. We were people thought we'd be a, bottom 5 or 10 team defensively going into the year. For the most part of this year, we've been top 10. We found a way to win a lot of games with 10 new guys and no Kyrie, and having Kyrie back and everyone back. We've had a little bit of a struggle just trying to patch this thing together and start again. But otherwise, tons to build on. And like I say, I think sometimes when you go through these difficult periods, you learn more about yourselves. You're able to address things more head on, take a deeper look in the mirror and fix some of the problems. So it affords you in the long run, I think, more than, going 7-3 and winning 3 or 4 games you shouldn't have won and sweeping everything under the rug, or not being able to look as closely in the mirror at some of the things that we can do better. So, I kind of enjoy some of these tougher stretches because I think it shows a team how to climb out, how to find resilience, how to find solutions. And so overall, we've had a good year, and we just got to try to find our stride and consistency again now that we've gotten through that COVID interruption.
Coach, I was curious what an off day like tomorrow would look like after a busy stretch of games and travel. I mean, would you lock the gym? Would you want guys to be, rest up as much as they can? What does it look like when you've had such a busy stretch?
We definitely would love guys to get off their legs, but there's varying states of players either in rehab or returning to play or that need some time on the floor. So like some of these guys may have only played in one game this week, so they may want to get more reps, more rhythm, get some more training and stay ready. But the guys that are playing predominantly, they do need to rest. They need to rest their minds, rest their bodies, kind of put all that travel out of their system as well, and get ready to go for Saturday because I think we're away 22 of 30 days starting Sunday after this one. So you gotta love it. Gotta love it. Gotta find a way to love it, and we'll persevere. And like I said, we'll learn some about ourselves and we'll grow from it.
I need to learn your optimism. When you say, you learn about yourself during hard times and everything, how much is there really to learn? Because from the outside, people look, you guys have one problem, basically, that you don't have your whole team the whole time.
Right. I think as coaches, we're constantly analyzing ourselves. And so, that is true. We haven't had our whole group. We're better when we have our whole group in almost all scenarios. Having said that, there's slippage since we came back from the COVID break. We had half a team start the COVID situation and play very well. The other half of the team finished it and played very well, and we got everyone back. It seemed as though we kind of lost that momentum or that desperation that we had before that. So there was slippage in certain things defensively. There was a lack of cohesion because of the time off as a group offensively. So, I think you saw the defense pick up against San Antonio on the weekend. Obviously, it was really good in big stretches, important stretches against Chicago, and the offense was much better against Chicago. So there's things that we've built up this week that put us in a position to move forward and continue to gain that consistency. So yes, on the one hand, what can we really learn? On the other hand, we're always looking at the details, always looking at things that have slipped and things that we need to get back on top of.
Steve, is there any chance James sits Saturday, or is everybody kind of caught up now?
Yeah, I think everyone's more or less caught up, as much as you can be. In this league, I'm sure most guys that play a lot are never going to totally catch up. But, I know James missed a game Monday. Kevin Patty missed tonight. So, I expect everyone, or more or less those guys that are out for rest, to play Saturday. Great. Thanks, guys. Good night.